you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Monster Buck 4. This is non-stop deer hunting. This is as good as it gets in West Texas. Alright, today we're going to look at a few deer hunts that I, myself, and some of my friends have been on in the past around this area. We've seen a lot of good bucks come through here. Big bucks. Oh yeah, big bucks. We're going to talk to my friend from Australia. He's going to talk to you about how they hunt deer, kangaroo, and the stuff that they hunt in Australia, but we're not going to talk about that right now. First of all, my name is Michael Don Rayleigh. I'm a deer hunting pro in these parts. I've practically been hunting for more than 20 years now. And basically, nobody's better than hunting or doing anything with hunting than me, because I am the best at, doing what I do, and that's deer hunting. Now, when I hunt, I get excited. Well, I just love hunting, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to show you how to do different calls, different things to attract the deer in the area that you want them so you can shoot them. Now, most of the time when I deer hunt, I like to use, pretty good sized rifle, Sometimes I go bow hunting, but sometimes I just like to cut all the games, put them all aside, and use this bad boy. This right here is a lethal weapon. Let me tell you something about this boy. Bought it last year. I thought the guy was crazy when he sold it to me. I said, this little thing can't kill a deer? Let me tell you something. I was wrong. I've shot 45 deer this year with this thing. Now I know you're saying, Michael Don, you only get 3 deer a year. I don't know. But I shoot 45 deer a year alone with this bad boy. Now, if I can direct your attention up here to this deer I shot just the other day. Oh yeah, good looking deer. Good looking deer. I shot that with this right here. This gun right here shot that deer right in the throat. Right in the throat. Well, we're not going to talk about it. I was excited when I shot that thing. Okay, I just want you to know we're going to have a lot of whitetail action today. We're going to go out with some of my friends, and just here in a minute we're going to talk to one of my good friends, Mark Ashley. Now, Mark, he hunts in Australia. Oh yeah, the excitement of hunting in a different country. Woo! Okay, so let's go to him now, and he's going to tell us a little bit about hunting in Australia.
Well, thank you, Michael Don. Well, like Michael Don said, my name is Mark Ashley, and I like to hunt in Australia. Now, there's a little bit of different technique when you hunt in America versus Australia. One thing because your animals run straight, and one thing because our animals go up and down. It makes it a little bit harder. So like Michael Don said, something like this in Australia would be considered what we call a sissy gun. Now, in Australia, we have 2 instruments of hunting. First, the one what we call a boomerang. Now, the boomerang is a very simple technique. You throw it, it kills the deer, and it comes back. As you can see right here, this was recently injured in a hunt in Australia when it got tangled up in the buck's antlers. Now, sometimes you'd say, well, how does that kill a deer, Mark? And I say, well, sometimes it doesn't. Because sometimes when you got a really strong one, the boomerang doesn't work. So let me show you another little thing we like to call the Big Daddy Down Under. Now, the Big Daddy Down Under may sound like a funny name, but let me show you what this is. This is, and I think later, MD is going to illustrate how this can also be used as an Australian caller for deer calling in America. But in Australia, let me tell you something. Say you're out in the wilderness, you're just going for a break in the outback. You're going along, you see the biggest wallaby kangaroo you've ever seen. Now, I know it sounds funny, but you say to yourself, well, I'll be Dundee. I don't have my boomerang. What can I do? Well, let me tell you, this thing right here, if you sneak up behind the wallaby just quietly enough, now down under, we do things a lot better. In America, you people couldn't be quiet enough to sneak up on one, but down here, when you're raised with the Aborigines, you can do it. You sneak up behind the wallaby, you get just right close enough, in reaching distance, you reach out, you whack the thing upside the head, next thing you know, you're eating wallaby on the barbecue. Now, that's how you hunt down under. Now I'm going to turn it back over to MD. He's going to show you how one of these can be used in America get you a deer. Good day.
Well, thank you, Mark, for that description of how you hunt in Australia. That was really interesting. You know, we've looked at very many techniques today, and I want y'all to remember all these techniques. We have the boomerang. We have what I like to call Betsy. And we have the stick. Now, in this stick, it can be used in two different ways. You can use to beat the deer in the head like they do in Australia. But here in America, I use this as my genuine deer collar. Now, you know, for many years I didn't know nothing about deer calling, rattling. We like to do a lot of rattling here. So I came across this one day, and it can be very useful when you're up in the stand, you know, you're getting bored, you know, just I like the deer call. So now I'm going to show you how this works. All you do, you put up here and now that right there sounds like a male in heat. Now, you might say, or you might think, now, you might think that, gosh, Michael Don, that's a deer you're talking about. I know, that's a deer. Let's do it. Let me hear that again. Now, that male deer is looking for a doe, okay? And when that gets stirred up, them male deers are going to come a running, I guarantee you. Okay, now hold your laughter in the background, you know, it's still going to be alright. Now, here comes the male deer, he's running. Okay, now, at this point, you don't want to shoot a male deer when he comes running, okay? So I don't like to shoot the deer at this point, so I get down from the stand, okay? I'm down from the stand, now I'm back in the brush, I'm back in the brush, and that deer comes sneaking along, you know, it's like, he hears that noise, that deer's getting happy, you know. Okay, here's what I do. I put it down, I see the deer coming. Now remember, I'm in full camo, so I can be standing right in front of the deer and he won't see me. I guarantee you, he won't see me. Now, this is a technique I learned in football, which will, you know, help you in hunting deer. You want to get this foot right here, parallel with the shoulders, okay? You got a good stance and you're down, just like this right here. And when you see the deer, you got your thumbs up, right there, just like that. What you want to do, let's get up here by the deer here. Let's come up here by the deer. You want to attack the deer right here around the neck. Now, I disagree with Mark when he was saying that us people in America don't know how to sneak up on a deer. At least we don't have to use what I like to call a deer collar to hit it over the head, whereas when I can just tackle the deer, okay? Now, after you sling the deer to the ground, they can get kind of wild. You just want to make sure that you know, right here is a good spot to punch a deer. That's where you want to punch your deer, right there. Right there. I guarantee you 5 good punches to a deer right there is going to put him out for the rest of the evening. Next thing you know, you're eating deer beef jerky. Now, you might say, no, I don't know if I can tackle a deer. You know, the first time I tried to tackle a deer, I was put in the hospital for 4 months because one of them bad boys went right there. But it's worth it. It's worth it. If you want some good deer jerky, it's worth it. Okay, that's all I got to say today. We're about to go watch some hunts, and hope y'all hunting experiences are good from here on out. And remember, be careful. Wear your hunter's orange. That's the safest way to go. And remember, okay, that's the call that's going to get it off. Okay, so now I'm going to go get my hunting clothes on. I'm going to go put my shorts and tennis shoes on. That's what I like to hunt in. You got to be comfortable when you hunt, so I'm going to put my shorts and tank top on. And I'm going to go run to the nearest stand, you know, break a little sweat while I'm running. And so, we'll see you there.
completely new experience for Bill and the Realtree guys. And thanks to Tim Craig of Boulder Creek Outfitters, the early season archery hunt was a pleasant surprise. Taking advantage of the predictable late summer feeding patterns of bachelor groups of bucks, Tim had successfully zeroed in on areas for early morning and late afternoon stand placements by scouting the bucks' movements from long-range distances with a spotting scope. Not only was the Idaho landscape simply gorgeous, it provided many natural funnels for deer travel corridors. But most importantly, the rolling hills were home to lots of mature whitetails. After hunting hard and seeing plenty of game the first 2 days of the hunt, Bill and David began fine-tuning their stand location to put them within bow range of areas where they had consistently seen the larger bucks entering and exiting the bedding areas.
What you finding?
How can I go?
All they're going to do is read the report.
Mr. Pep, I do not think that is such a good idea.
Oh, damn this thing!
So, Ceausescu. He must have been some dictator.
Oh, yes. He was not shy about dictating.
He